Exquisite Sprinter likely could be the most famous Krama of 2024. Old Krama fans and new ones the same have cherished the heartfelt time travel show that has us all in a stranglehold. I guess it's gratitude to the perfect science and the pacing of the show that never dials back the people who got the opportunity to watch it week by week positively had an encounter on the grounds that each episode closes with a cliffhanger, yet because of Netflix worldwide fans can watch everything in one go. Exquisite Sprinter follows the narrative of Emil, the little kid whose life is ill-fated when she meets with a mishap that prompts her being deadened starting from the waist, losing her legs early on, leaves Seoul totally discouraged, yet there's one thing that pushes her along: the K-pop band called Obscuration. Unexpectedly, what she doesn't understand, loves this band since she has a monstrous association with its lead vocalist, Rune. The dramatization starts in 2023 when Rune winds up in the clinic after what resembles a self-destruction endeavor, leaving his fans crushed yet spirits. The most shattered Emil attempts to hurry to the medical clinic, and on the manner in which she winds up dropping Sanja's watch she purchased at a closeout for $3 million, she tumbles off her wheelchair trying to get the watch from a water body. When she discovers that Sanja's taken his final gasp, Seoul winds up pushing down on the watch while crying, and when she opens her eyes she's in 2009. A spoiler cautioning is all together as we will examine fundamental plot focuses and character subtleties from the show. So assuming that you've watched Wonderful Sprinter previously, we should plunge straight into the video, and keeping in mind that you're busy if it's not too much trouble, similar to the video and buy into our station, as it helps us a ton. For what reason does Sanjay end up in the emergency clinic? To comprehend the primary struggle of the show, we should return to the main course of events back in 2009. Seoul winds up losing her legs in light of the fact that a chronic executioner named Kim Yong-soo hits her with his vehicle. This is primarily due to his belief that she has witnessed him commit a crime. The story is a little bit the same in all of the timelines, but one thing they all have in common is that Sanjay saves Seoul each time he sends Yong-soo to prison for 15 years. As a result, when he comes out of prison, he has to get revenge on Sanj and try to kill him in the first episode. Sanjay does not take his own life, rather, it's a homicide. Since it's a heartfelt show, we're more centered around Sanjay and Saul's relationship. But it takes a long time for the show to figure out why Yong-soo wants to kill Sa and Sanjay Sa. In each of the timelines, Sa tries unsuccessfully to prevent Sanjay from saving her. Sanjay tells Seoul that he doesn't care if he dies saving her life because he is so in love with her. So, in the final timeline, Seoul decides that she can only save Sanjay's life in one way. Regardless of whether that implies she won't wind up with him, essentially she'll become his fan. Seoul decides that Sanjay will never feel the need to save her if he never meets her. In the final timeline of the Lovely Runners finale, what happens to Yong-soo? In this timeline, Tong is a cop and Seoul's best friend. He saves Sanj by driving into Yong-soo's car, but Sanjay ends up fainting anyway because he's got all his memories back. Tong tries to arrest Yong-soo for an attempted abduction, but he runs away and eventually gets hit by a white truck. Later, Saul officially introduces Sanjay to Taesong, and after Sanjay gets drunk, he sincerely thanks Tong for putting an end to everything for good. This seems to be the first time that the Doom trucks act in a moral manner. What is Seoul time travel like? The main question about the Lovely Runner is probably how Seoul ended up going back in time with this watch, which looks like a time machine. Because she is Seoul waking up in her younger self, I would call it soul travel rather than time travel. Despite the fact that Seoul's grandmother suffers from dementia, there is one thing that all of Seoul's timelines have in common. Seoul's grandmother is the one who allows her to travel through time, allowing her and Jae to truly be happy together. She tells Sanjay in the final episode that memories don't go away, so I guess dementia is her superpower. They penetrate your spirit. She tells Sanjay to live a happy life with him even when she is by herself, demonstrating that she has known and supported them all along. What ends up obscuring in the last timetable? There's one significant change. The script includes the lyrics of the song, which helps Sanj remember the song and even the tune of it. I guess he sings it for her so that she would consider him for the leading role, but at the end of the day, it's their song. Yes, SA and Sunjae do get their happy ending as we get to see them hang out with their families, and Sunjae is struggling to propose to Sol by the end of the series. It's a one-year jump that, however, if you enjoyed this video, please let us know what you think about Lovely Runner in the comments section below, like our channel, and subscribe to receive weekly recommendations for movies and television shows. We'll see you in the next one, and that's all for now.